Kanye came to Jamal Bryant's church, and they did a pretty big offering prior to you guys coming in. You guys came in. I think you were with 2 Chainz, and there was some other celebrities. I mean, and your wife, who's also a millionaire, and Killer Mike, and he then proceeded to. Lil Yachty was there, okay, and then he proceeded to do another.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Jermaine, yeah. Okay. And so then Jamal proceeded to do another offering, like...
He introduced another preacher. Okay. It was another preacher who had came from, I think, Houston, Texas. And I think he was the tithe whisperer. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you need your congregation to dedicate as much as they can. Mm-hmm. Call me and I'll show you how to get that money. You know what I'm saying? I think that, yeah, I think he...
Saw cha-ching in his eyes, is that what you think?
Man, I saw in my eye. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't really got no... and I try as much as I can to separate Jamal from that.
Yeah.
I try as much as I can. It's hard because it happened in his church, but I try as much as I can to separate him because he wasn't the one that actually came with, However, he did introduce the one that came with, and it's hard for me to believe that he didn't know what was going to happen. But benefit of the doubt being given, I would say that the things I had the biggest problem with, biggest problem with, is he said, I want 20 people to dedicate $1,000.
Yep.
And people start standing up. Boom, boom, boom. I'm looking.
Yep. I've been there.
Crazy.
And you got it. Some of them probably didn't.
I'm not being, man, please. And then he said, come on, y'all. Get your blessings heard.
So you mean if...
Are you telling me the Lord is charging me $1,000 to hear my prayers?
Uh-huh.
Well, I tell you what. I'm just going to go on ahead, man. I ain't giving you nothing. Nathaniel, because I don't like your approach. I don't like how you ask. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you just said, listen, guys, we're doing a lot of things in the community, man. We're doing a lot of work, and we can't do it by ourselves. It takes a village. We need your help. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. I'd have gave you a little something. But you ain't finna tell me that I got to pay you to get my blessings heard. I ain't going for that.
Wow. Yeah, that was, and I saw that Jamal issued a apology and offered you to come back to the church. And
I mean,
are you going to go back?
I'm not a church guy anyway. Okay. I feel that fellowshipping is there's no right place to fellowship. The Bible says when 2 or more gathered in his name, he is present. You know what I mean? So right now we're talking about God, he in him. You dig what I'm saying? And it also says that there is no man-made building that you can go to and find God.
That's right.
The Bible says this.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, Moses went to the burning bush. Jesus went to the mount. Just like everybody went in places of wilderness. There were no, you know what I'm saying? Jesus didn't go really, he didn't really go preach at no church for real. Like he walked around outside through villages, gathering people as he went along. You know what I mean? So I think that religion is real. I take that back. Take that back. Typo. God is real. God is real, and I know that I don't need nobody to explain that to me. I don't need nobody to convince me of that because I know he's been active in my life. I've seen the things he's done for me. That there are no other excuses or explanations but God. Mm-hmm. God is real, but religion is fake. Religion is a remote control. It's a joystick meant to control people's thoughts and emotions for the personal gain of whoever controls the religion.
It's real. That's real.
Yeah, that was a deep statement that he just made. I'm going to tell you something. When he talked about the $1,000 thing, that just brought back to my mind. And they had a visiting prophet. They said he was a prophet. And he said, this is true. He stood up. He said, now I want everybody to stand up. and line up there in an aisle with $1,000. And those who don't line up and get up there with $1,000, God, you know, your blessings, you know, something about your blessings, you know, you're not going to receive your blessings. You know, I'm just paraphrasing, but it was to that, you know. And I thought about that when he was talking about that, when he was saying how they said, you know, get up there and for $1,000 for your blessing. And that's what he was saying too, that the guy at the place I was at, the place of worship, said the same thing. So I found that pretty interesting, you know, very interesting. But anyway, yeah, so that was his experience. And his reaction was basically the same as mine was back then. And this was a while ago. But, you know, I know all of them not like that, but hey, you got